Holiday Food and Sports. Rodney Brothers of Mount Calvary. Jackson Lawn Insurance. Traeger Pharmacy. The Doctor Webster. Raymond Stone Landscape. Carmel Laundry Center Photography. Beyond Lazy. Brad Taylor Legacy Treatment. American Family Insurance Agent. More credits. And now let's return to Schmidt's Pharmacy.
Oh, great crowd here tonight at Schmidt's Wheels. You can't make this stuff up.
Hey, we'll take it every time. You betcha.
All right, everybody, I want to welcome for number 33, Micah Hyde. Tell us about the atmosphere at Lambeau Field yesterday. Was it playoff-esque?
It was. It was crazy. We had a home game last week too down in Tampa. So it was two in a row that they were just crazy, and it was fun playing in front of the crowd last night.
Well, offense struggled a little bit early, and the defense forces a Lion punt. Big play for you, my goodness, right up the middle. What did you see in front of you? How did it open up? It took. We should have timed it. It didn't take very long.
It didn't take very long.
Boy, if you looked away from the screen, you missed it.
Well, I don't think I was running very fast, but no, it was just unfortunate. Usually the offense punches it in. That's why we were all surprised. But defense had to go out there and get a stop. I think they got a first down, but we ended up getting a stop after that. And from there, they were backed up. I think they got a penalty, and just wanted to make a play. The guys in front of me did a great job blocking. When the ball was in the air, I was actually looking at the whole punt return unit, and I was like, wow, like they're actually giving us a bunch of space. And so I caught the ball, made a cut, and from there, just had to beat the kicker.
Off to the races.
There we go.
Yeah.
And this time you leaped, my friend. No dance this time.
I did. And the thing is, I was gonna get up there on my knees and kind of like face the crowd, and someone was just like pushing on the back of my head, so I just couldn't get up. And it was definitely better than last time, though.
There you go. At least on plus, you didn't get any beer spilled on you, so that's okay.
Yeah, I didn't. I don't think so this time. Probably have to watch the video to make sure no one did it.
You guys have a little extra jolt in you yesterday, knowing it was for the division, just knowing it was a big game.
I think that as soon as going into the Tampa Bay game, the coach, declared the captains and the playoff captains, and letting us know that basically our backs against the wall. From here on out, we're going to play, with that playoff mentality. And I think ever since that team meeting, everyone's just like, you know what, he's right. We got to go out here, we got to win. We got to pretend like every game is our last, and now it is.
Well, we know that Coach, history shows us with Mike McCarthy, he doesn't like to look ahead just too far. I also know he likes to set specific goals during the season. He often talks about that 10-win plateau.
Yeah.
Them winning the division is the next one after that 10-win plateau. Is the term playoffs forbidden until you're actually in them? You guys can't say that in the locker room?
Well, I think that the big thing this year is we felt like we were such a good football team, after the bye, and running off 4 or 5 straight. That when we actually clinched a playoff berth, we were kind of like, it really wasn't that exciting. It was awesome. Don't get me wrong, we were in the playoffs, but it was kind of like we knew that it was supposed to happen. And last year, winning at Chicago was huge. That was my rookie season. So I thought, whenever you clinch playoff berth, it was going to be wild in the locker room after the game, whatever. But it just goes to show you that this year we have a totally different mentality. We're out to win it all, and getting a playoff berth is just another step.
One more step on the journey.
Yep.
That's pretty fantastic. And I know that sometimes, and A-Rod used it, a couple other players have used the term complete and said that this is the most complete team that some of the veteran guys have played with. And does that strike you at all? Is that how you guys, do you feel like this is a more complete football team than you had a year ago?
Well, I think, yeah, definitely a year ago. I've only been in the league for 2 years, but it's safe to say. A lot more complete football team. Offensively, weapons, experience. Defensively, veterans making plays, young guys stepping up. And special teams, everyone's going out there trying to make plays. So I feel that way, and like I said, I feel like we have a great opportunity.
Nice article in the Gannett papers last weekend talking about your friend Morgan Burnett, who you've been here with before.
Oh yeah.
And how at a relatively young age he's emerged as a leader, not just among the defensive backs, but for the entire defense. First of all, do you agree with that?
Definitely,
assessment?
100%. You know, as Morgan's turn yesterday, actually, he talked before the game, and you know, Morgan's one of those guys that when he's talking, you know, everyone's listening, and he kind of has that, you know, funny type of way of saying things. So it's before the game, and he's giving a speech, and he's cracking jokes, just get, you know, everyone loose, and it was funny. The guys ready to play, and it was Morgan's just one of those guys, like you said, he's becoming a leader, and we all respect him.
How does that leadership manifest itself? I mean, does he talk to the guys individually? I mean, does he? He's a young guy. Does he coach people up? What does he do?
I think we all understand that when he goes out there and plays, and you know, when he comes to work every day, that he's going to be a professional, and we understand that. So it's not like he's going to get in somebody's face and cuss them out or do anything like that. It's just we know what type of football player he is and what type of person he is, and he wants to win, and we know what's best for our team.
He's kind of a quiet guy. So when he's
no, he's not.
he was here.
He has you guys fooled. He has you guys fooled. He doesn't know how to stop talking when he's in the locker room. Seriously, he talks a lot. He talks a lot.
That's pretty awesome.
Now, last year, sometimes the safety play was criticized, and this year, you're having a great season. He's having a great season. I mean, at that position, things have really come on.
I don't know. Am I even a safety?
Well, you're one of everything.
I don't know what I am. So kind of throw me in that category. You can't. But yeah, you know, Morgan's playing lights out right now, and I think that we're just watching him on tape. It's just the little things like making some tackles and space and stuff like that. He's just doing a great job. You know, phenomenal rookie, stepping on the scene and making plays. And you know, Sean and Banjo on special teams, and you know, me just going back and forth and doing what I can. So we're competitive and we're having fun. And I think the best thing is, you know, we're all close, and we talk to each other on and off the field.
That's pretty awesome.
Let's talk about on the field a little bit. Does Morgan make the defensive calls in the backfield, or how does that work?
Yeah, we all make calls.
You're all constantly shouting at each other?
Exactly. We're all just if you see something, call it out. And you know, if the coach gives us the play on the sideline and we're on the field and we're on the sideline, we all call it out. Everybody knows what's going on. You know, obviously you have the middle linebacker that makes, you know, the fundamental calls and stuff like that. But at the same time, you still have all the guys in the back end, or if it's even, you know, a corner, making some calls and going from there.
Talk about the difference in Clay Matthews' play since he's been moved inside and then sometimes back outside. Does that make the defense more complex for all of you? You all have to recognize different things. How does that work?
We have a lot of guys that are staying on the sideline because you know, there's really good guys in front of them. And I think that when Clay moves around, we can get some guys on the field that are some weapons for us, and we understand that, and we're trying to utilize them.
Your friend Chris Collinsworth used my favorite term to describe you. He said the multifaceted, multi-talented Micah Hyde. And I think that probably fits all your positions because you can be in any of those spots and play well. Is it a situation where you don't really care where you are as long as you're on the field?
I honestly do not care where I'm at as long as I'm on the field. Does not matter to me, inside, outside, safety, defensive lineman, offensive lineman. I'll do whatever.
You'll play QB if necessary?
I can play some QB.
We talked about that.
Yeah, we did. We talked about
number
that.
5 on the depth chart.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, he's number 5.
I'm working my way up.
I hope you don't
I'm working my way up.
Well,
We love you, man, but we don't want to get to 5. We want to get to 5.
That is true. That is true. We
Yeah,
don't want to get to 2.
No, we don't. We don't want to get past 1. That's exactly right. Yeah. Any comment on that yesterday in the locker room? I know that the coach doesn't like to discuss injuries. The scuttlebutt around the state amongst Packer Nation is that going into yesterday's game, maybe Aaron was hurting a little more than we had thought.
Yeah. You know, I think that as a defensive player, we know we got to shut down the offense no matter what. So it doesn't matter what, you know, who's playing on our offense, which is that we have tons of weapons. It doesn't matter, you know, who's out there. We have faith and they're going to get the job done. And as a defensive player, we know we got to shut down the offense. That's all I can say. And you know, I was glad when he came back on the field.
Everybody was like, all good. We're all set.
You and the rest of us. Wheels and I always comment when we prepare this show. Every show is a little different, and whoever we have here is always a little different. But I have to say this observation over the last couple of years when we've had a bunch of defensive backs here, you guys answer questions very quickly. Is
You're very
that?
task-oriented guys.
Yeah, you don't take your time, you don't mull things over, bang, you come back right away.
What position takes the longest?
Well,
It's D-lineman, huh?
no, it's not an intelligence thing. It's because I don't think there's many players smarter than, for instance, our friend Josh Sinton.
And he takes a long time.
But Josh likes to BS. He'll take his time and beat us down a couple of roads, and then eventually
That's
circle
it,
back
though.
with the end.
That's it. That's Josh Sitton.
Yeah.
I guess I didn't really notice. I didn't know.
Do you think that's a trait with you guys as a personnel group because you have so much to do? Is that kind of just how it is? You guys just kind of go, all right, on to the next thing. We got to keep.
I wish I had a clever answer for you right now, but I'm not coming up with that. I don't know why that's the case. I don't know.
I like that. I like that a lot.
That is good stuff. You got some friends here tonight.
I do.
Yeah. Jimmy and Andre, right? Down front?
Yes,
Now,
sir.
where are these guys from? How do you know these guys?
My hometown. Andre's my cousin. Jimmy grew up with them ever since I was little.
Okay. And my question for you, are you the most famous person from Fostoria, Ohio?
No, I'm not famous.
Hey, everybody's famous in the small town.
No, I'm not famous at all. There's been some other NFL players that come from Fall Story, and but I mean, other than that, maybe I might be. I don't know.
So what you're saying is you can go to the grocery store and not get stopped for autographs. It's okay.
When I go to the grocery store, I tell Dre's my bodyguard, and we're going in to get some milk, and that's it. And that's what happens. And small, my hometown, small town, Ohio. I think it was like, 13,000, 14,000 people? Yeah. Everybody, I feel like I know everyone in that town.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. You live in the town you grew up in. And you were a three-sport guy in school. So maybe we should ask these guys, is he a big deal? Does he act differently when he goes back home?
No, hey, don't. You should have asked him that. They gonna say you're trying to lie on me.
If they want to ride back tonight, they won't ride.
Yeah, they're about to be walking back.
All right, guys, you mull it over. We got another segment coming up. Our best seats winner tonight, Earl Johnson of Fond du Lac, is sitting right down there. Earl registered to win these best seat tickets at Kramer Pharmacy in downtown Fond du Lac. You can win them too for our playoff show. Kramer Pharmacy delivering good health to you. They've already won a photo taken with our Packer player guest from Studio One Designer Photography, the official photographer of the game plan.